What are you doing? Blowing bubbles?
Yeah, boo boo bubbles.
Is it boo boo?
No, it's vodka.
Oh. Welcome to another episode of Dakbuster, where this guy went to film school and I know nothing at all.
And I'm getting fired.
You're getting fired?
Yeah, I didn't
You
come
didn't
in my
press-
uniform.
Oh, he forgot his flair, folks. Hey, strike one.
I can't believe this. This is not the first time
It
I've
isn't.
done this.
What number is that? First time with me, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think so. Oh my god. I can't believe this, guys. I let you
Hey,
down.
no one at Blockbuster would do this.
No.
But I guess we don't hire the right people at Dakbuster.
Hey, I went to film school, okay? I know what I'm doing.
That doesn't mean anything, obviously.
Obviously.
Doesn't care about his
God.
flair.
Uh,
Anyways, where he went to film school, and I know nothing, but I do know some things,
yeah.
which is why I'm here. So, you want to tell them what we're discussing
Oh
today?
my gosh. Well, if you can tell by the attire,
Oh, yeah.
we're wearing some sports merchandise here. Football, to be exact. You a big Arizona Cardinals fan?
Huge. No, I'm not, but I'll explain why I'm wearing it in this episode.
Yeah. So today we are talking about sports movies. Now, this is
Correct.
not my favorite genre of movie.
Really? I had so many.
Really?
I was very surprised, yeah.
I have a list, but I feel like when I was researching, I'm like, oh my god, there are so many that I just have
You
not
couldn't,
gotten into or like have seen once and never again.
Okay,
It's weird.
interesting.
But there are tons of great ones. You know, I love a good motivational story, and that
Heck
seems to go
yeah.
hand in hand with a sports movie.
I would
so-
agree with that. What are you drinking today?
Oh
Tell me
my
all about
gosh.
it.
Okay. Today I'm drinking some Ghost.
Okay, I heard those are really big.
Oh, they're so
Is
good.
there zero sugar in those too?
Zero sugar.
Which is cool.
It is an energy drink. I think it's also kind of like a pre-workout, but I'm
Got
not
it.
working out. I'm just
You're not?
getting the energy in, you know. I've got the orange cream flavor tonight.
Oh, like a
Very
creamsicle.
good. Very good.
Interesting. Does that say creatine in it?
Carnitine.
Okay.
Carnitine.
I'm not going to go further on
Whatever
that
that means. I think that's the pre-workout portion of it. I could be wrong. I'm not a bodybuilder.
one. We couldn't tell, could we? He's going to the next
I look
fitness
like a
competition.
linebacker right now, don't I?
Those people are ripped.
Yeah. They are.
So,
What do you got over
I'm
there?
drinking Uptime, like my all-time new favorite. Because I had it first in, I think it would have been March of 2022. I
shoot.
spotted it down in the southwest state of Arizona
Oh.
at a Target. And I was like, oh, well, I'm a sucker for anything blueberry.
Yeah.
So I gave it a try.
It's cool can. I think I would have bought it just for the can. I would have been like, oh, this looks cool. Looks
Valid.
like something
And it was
I
in a
would-
random end cap at a Target.
Oh,
And again, I try anything blueberry, pomegranate, have
I'm
to try
there.
it. So it's all like mental, physical energy drink, natural caffeine, zero sugar. And I'm
Oh.
on this zero added sugar kick. So
I love it. Look at
It's
us.
delicious.
Healthier
Try
energy
it.
drinks. That's great.
Mhm.
But what do they put in this to make it? I don't know. I'm not getting into that.
I don't either, but I can read most of this stuff. There's a couple I can't, but
well, hey, that's good. You know?
I don't drink Red Bulls anymore.
No,
I don't drink this.
we're both way better than that. That
Yeah,
used
when's
to
the
be
last time you had a Red Bull?
oof, it's been a minute. Well, I went out and I probably had
Oh,
one.
valid.
but
You still did that. You're still in your 20s.
Yeah, you
I
know.
shouldn't be drinking that in my 40s.
Yeah, I do notice the difference though with the sugar.
Yeah,
between
100%.
like those and these,
Mhm.
I just feel better. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what we're drinking. Let us
Cool.
know what you're drinking.
Or give this a try.
yeah,
Uptime. I mean, yeah,
Uptime,
I'm here
send
for
us
you.
some.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Keep us stocked.
Please.
Oh
It's
my
my favorite.
gosh.
Cool. So we have a list, right?
Yeah.
We kind of tend to go and research. I usually have a list in my head, but I want to make sure I don't forget a random
Yeah.
one. I do a lot of different research on mine. And
Yeah.
so I have a bit of a list. How about you?
Yeah, I've got a decent list,
Cool.
but I'm like I said, I mean, I'm not as well versed in some of these as I
Yeah?
wish I was.
Well, we'll figure
There's
it
a
out.
handful that I've seen a time or two though.
Cool.
So.
What's your first one, or what do you
Cool.
want to talk about first?
Oh my gosh, what do I want to talk about first? Let's see. How about Rudy?
Rudy. He was on my list. Not my all-time favorite,
Ah.
but I mean, just the story is Great comeback kid.
I love an underdog.
Underdog, yeah.
I just love
an
it.
underdog. And the grit and the never giving up when everything's against you.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, and Sean Astin does such a great job in this movie. And it's Vince Vaughn is in there too, I think.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't even tell you. I just know Sean Astin.
But yeah, Sean Astin is great in that movie, and that's one of the movies that like my dad loved, so I saw it and didn't appreciate it right away, and then I watched it when I was a little bit older, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like
great movie.
I'm like tearing up a little bit here.
Oh yeah,
what's happening?
Excuse me, it's a crier.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it's obviously if you're a football fan, it's a great movie for anyone who loves football.
Yeah, because who does he want to play for? Notre Dame.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, how cool.
Yeah.
In the end.
I know, and there's so many great quotes in this movie, you know, just about like not giving up and like working for that spot, and so I just feel like even if you're not a sports fan, there's stuff to be taken from that movie that you can just use in your everyday life, not even just in sports, which I love a movie that can do that, you know, bring in an audience that's not all just completely that niche.
Right.
You know, like
it's based on a true story, is it not?
I believe so.
We might have to double check that one actually. No, good flick, but I need a rewatch.
Yeah.
Some of these I'm like, oh man, I haven't seen that in forever. I should give it another go.
Yeah. Rudy's one of those ones that I haven't seen in a long time.
It's been a very long time for that one.
Yeah.
But made my list.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool. What else you got on your list?
Well, I might as well just say why I'm wearing this Arizona Cardinals shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, can you figure it out?
No.
No? Show me the money.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Oh my God.
He
Made
yelled
my
it,
list.
but Jerry Maguire sitting right down there.
Yep, there he is.
So this was a 90s flick.
Yeah.
And I remember it coming out and like, why would I ever watch a show like this? But Renee Zellweger and the little kid in it what's his name?
Gosh, he was in Stuart Little.
He's the cutest little guy. And I know he's not little anymore, but he was so dang adorable. The average, what does he say? The average brain weighs 6 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, he says like the most random things. And he just like, he gives a great performance for a child actor. Like just, he is great. But yeah, that is a great movie. And I almost didn't put it on my list because I'm like, does this count? And I'm like, yeah, it counts.
He's a sports agent.
Yeah.
You know, and he works with Cuba Gooding Jr., who's great in this.
Yeah.
Just another underdog. A lot of these sports movies are underdogs.
Big time.
And he has a dream to go bigger and doesn't want to work for essentially the man anymore, right?
Yeah.
And starts his own agency and pens this whole memoir.
Yep. Like he loses everything, you know, because he speaks up about the company he's working for.
Been there.
And then he goes.
You speak up and you lose everything.
Yep. And then he goes off and he does his own thing. And, you know, it's obviously not an easy road to start from scratch, you know, which he essentially has to because he loses like all of his clients except for Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character. And, you know, eventually it works out because he believes in this one athlete who, you know,
it's just the
succeeds.
Coolest. And I really like Cuba in this movie.
He's great.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Cracks me up. He's like, you know, he's super believable as his character.
Yes.
Which I really appreciate. But then you've also got like the love story in there too. This is another one that kind of, you know.
Do you know the line from this movie? That she says.
Oh God, what is it?
It's so wrong, but it just like you melted back then, right?
At hello,
you had me at hello.
Yes,
yes. Had me at hello, and then it's also you complete me.
Oh God,
you complete me. No, I complete myself, but thanks.
Thank you. Welcome to 2020.
But back then, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That it was just so great.
Yeah.
And she followed wholeheartedly, blindly supported him because she believed in him.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people you want in your corner, is someone who believes in you, supports you blindly.
100%.
Like jumps on dreams, right?
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, the rest of the cast is great. Renee Zellweger and You got Regina King in there.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Oh, my gosh. She
so
plays
great.
Cuba's
wife.
And she is hilarious in this. And just
she's pregnant.
She's a boss.
Yeah.
Like, she will get what
Jerry.
she wants.
I mean, they're just always calling him, and it's hilarious.
I love it. And Bonnie Hunt's in there, too.
Oh,
she
God,
plays a small role.
She's Renee's sister in it. So funny.
So good.
I like Bonnie Hunt. I think she's a underrated actress.
I agree.
I think she's great.
She's so good.
But.
Yeah, that's a movie I didn't watch for a very long time because I didn't like really know what it was about or anything.
Who, Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then when I watched it, I'm like,
Jerry.
oh, this is like a fave.
You didn't want him to show you the money?
No, I didn't want him to, which it's funny. I've seen that scene so many times before I saw the movie. And I'm like, oh, this is what it's from. When I watched it the first time.
I mean, what year did that come out?
In the 90s?
Well, yeah, you were born in 99, so...
Yeah. What year did
it's a vintage by the time you were born.
I don't know what year it came out, but great movie.
So great. I mean, you can tell I'm getting to that age, 97.
97, yeah, I was not alive.
You weren't.
So that makes a little sense, I guess. But yeah, watch it if you haven't.
And he plays for the Arizona Cardinals, so that's why.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I used to be a football fan, but
yeah, for a team we don't talk about.
Oh, we do. Packers. I know you don't.
No, Pack, no.
But anyways,
what else do we got?
Cool.
Here?
What else is on your list?
We got to talk about Rocky Balboa.
Oh,
you know,
I love Rocky.
Really?
Love it.
Not a movie
Weird,
I would think you would like.
So Rocky 3 is my favorite.
Interesting. That's wild. You know, the franchise itself is just like, I mean, kudos to them for keeping it alive this long and for continuing to create stories that are like actually good. Like it's gone from Rocky to Creed now.
Yeah.
And those movies get great reception from audiences and critics, you know.
I love how they've done that and brought it into a new generation. I just think that's pretty brilliant, honestly.
Yeah. Another movie with great motivational quotes in it.
Oh man, there's one that
I think of when life knocks you down, you get back up or whatever. Like it's something like that.
Do you know I saw something that he wrote that for his daughters or something?
Really?
Ooh, I'd have to. Yeah, I saw it on a video, on a motivational video.
Interesting.
And he was talking about he was there. They went back to that spot.
Oh wow.
And like he teared up, and it's really cool to see his daughters there with him, and you know.
That's
he was a total underdog again.
Again, yes. I just love an underdog story. I can't get enough of them.
Can we talk about how you went to the city and did not run the steps?
I was there in Philly, and I did not do it.
Who wouldn't run the steps?
I'll be back.
Especially film guy over here.
I know. I'll be back.
I would go to the steps.
I'll be back, and I'll recreate the whole scene for the podcast.
Please.
Because... iconic. If you haven't seen the movie, you have seen the montage, guaranteed.
Yeah, I don't know who you'd be living under some kind of rock.
Yeah. Oh my
Full
gosh.
of them today.
Yeah. No, but Sly, I mean,
he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah. This is probably my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie, honestly. The Rocky franchise.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Probably his most iconic too, so it's probably a lot of people's, but
there's a lot of sad parts, you know, and like there's a lot of people that die in this franchise, and it's very sad.
It really is. It's heavy. It is. And you know, it's one thing that's funny to me with Sylvester Stallone is he plays a boxer a lot.
He does.
Like he was in Raging Bull.
I wonder what the reasoning is. There's got to be a reasoning behind that. No,
maybe he just loves boxing. I don't know. But I could just picture the montages in the Rocky movies, and you know, what's the song when he's doing the run up the stairs and everything? Oh, jeez, cue the song.
Yeah, who's gonna cue it? We're gonna cue it. Yeah, I mean, there's some great songs in this.
Oh yeah, I could just see
it's Gonna Fly Now by Bill Conti. I would not have gotten it. I know the song. When I hear it, I could tell you where it's from. Yeah. He's running through the streets. Just great.
He's a baller.
He's a boss.
Sweatsuit.
So good.
So good.
I love, yeah. Good call. I love Rocky.
Gotta love Rocky. What's your favorite Rocky? Let us know.
Yeah, please.
Or Creed.
Yeah, I do love Creed too. I it's kept me going because I know it's a spinoff, and then now Rocky's his Mickey.
Yeah.
That Mickey was to Rocky.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I love it.
And I mean, he's pretty good looking too.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, Sly was back in his day.
Michael B. Jordan is with Steve Harvey's daughter.
He was. I think they.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure they called that off.
Oh, no.
I could be wrong. Double check my facts.
But anyhow.
I love a good Steve Harvey too. So
get away from him.
Shoot. One of my top movies is Miracle.
Hockey.
Yep, Kurt Russell. About the Olympic team. You've only seen it once?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's such a great movie.
Yeah. I'd probably appreciate it more now.
Based on a true story. It's I love the setting because it's back in the 80s. See, this is why I should do more research.
I've only seen it once. I'm sorry. I can't help
I can't believe you've only seen it once. It's a Disney movie.
I know. Probably makes everybody cry. This is one of the movies that would make like the manliest man cry, right?
Yeah, been there. Yes, I've actually witnessed it. 1980 U.S. men's Olympic hockey team. And Kurt Russell, so good. Like,
love him.
I just love all of it. Again, it's just a really cool story about how they win the gold medal in the Winter Olympics.
I'll have to give that one another watch.
I could rewatch over and over. Miracle.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know,
Do you
right?
like hockey?
I am not particularly a fan of any sport. I like the experience.
Yeah, like if
with
you were
sporting
at,
events.
like, a live.
Correct.
Yeah.
I like to go experience it, but I don't need to watch anything like on TV or.
I get that.
Never been that way, but I'll go to games.
Interesting.
I've been to, I don't think I've ever been to a pro hockey. Actually, I don't think I've ever been to a pro hockey game.
I have not. I think that's like the one professional sporting thing I've never seen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Miracle, though.
Yeah. I mean, Kurt Russell, that sells it for me, honestly, because I just love pretty much everything he's in.
And his, he gives a big speech.
I have seen the speech.
I mean,
a couple of times, more than the amount of times I've seen the movie. But
you gotta watch the movie again.
I do.
Recommend watch. Great movie.
Love it.
Yep, I love it.
Gee. Speaking of hockey, though, that'll lead me into another one that I've got, which is the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, heck yeah. That's on my list, too.
I mean...
Come on. What's his name? Marty...
Emilio?
No, Marty Bombay. Isn't that his name on there?
I think so.
Coach Bombay.
Yep.
Yeah, Emilio.
Yeah.
Estevez.
I mean, great movies.
Great.
I love those movies.
1, 2, 3?
Yep. And then they had the series on Disney Plus.
Nope. I watched the first series and I would have continued because Emilio.
And then they cancel Emilio and throw Josh Duhamel in there, and you're like, what is this?
And I like Josh Duhamel as an actor.
Yeah.
Just fine. But Emilio is Mighty Ducks for me. So
you can't do that with a franchise like that.
No.
It's just like they could have just ended it.
Yes.
It was a great nostalgia thing to bring back, which was huge and still is today. But like when Disney Plus started, it was like, oh my God, all this nostalgia. And then they're like, let's reboot Mighty Ducks.
And I liked it. The first season was great.
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
I feel
all
like
right.
I heard that from a lot of people. Like they actually enjoyed it, and it gave them that like nostalgia fulfillment that they were looking for. And then it's like,
yeah, I stopped.
Yeah.
I tend to do that though.
I mean,
someone
you do
loses
that
a
with
lead.
a lot of things.
I do. We need to do an episode on
things we've
things we just stopped watching.
Yeah.
I could name at least 5 right now.
Yeah. Mighty Ducks, the first one is my fave.
Yeah, the sequel, the second one is good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Pitch Perfect and Pitch Perfect 2 for me.
Yep.
3 didn't really make my list, but Mighty Duck just as a series, number 1. Awesome.
Yeah. So good. So good.
So good.
So good.
So good.
I love it. What else do you got?
Blindside.
Oh, that's on my list too.
And I mean, all the controversy that has happened this past year.
I know.
Because of it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's when you watch it and I cry every time.
Yeah.
That's a definite crier.
100%.
Really sad story, but really great feeling from it.
Yeah.
So it makes me sad that I don't even know at this point what's right or wrong.
What's not, yeah.
Or true, yeah.
The thing that sucks is if they would have taken the story and been like, rather than like based on a true story, and they did like, I don't know, if they just worded it differently, loosely based on true events or whatever, they wouldn't have this controversy. But
That's
because
true.
they said based on a true story, and then it's like completely different, allegedly, supposedly,
I never thought of that.
from what had happened. It's sad. People are asking for Sandra Bullock's Oscar to be taken back, or the real guy is, anyways, or something.
But that doesn't take away from her acting.
That was her performance with the material she was given.
Yeah.
Like, that has nothing to do with the story. Like, she deserved that 100%. Oscar.
She was fantastic as, what was her name, Leanne Tui?
Yes, question mark?
Yeah, and I know it's Tui for sure, I just can't remember the first name.
Yeah.
And then Tim McGraw was decent in that.
Yeah.
Lily Collins.
I forget Tim McGraw's in that movie, oh my god.
I like Lily Collins. I can't remember who SJ was. I remember, like, SJ is the boy's name.
Yeah, is his
He was great.
Name, like, Michael? What is his name?
I don't remember, but he was really funny in it. Just the little sidekick.
Quentin Aaron is Michael Orr.
Okay.
Or the.
Oh yeah.
And SJ is J Head.
Okay. Yeah, just overall great, happy movie. So yeah. I had to put it on my list because it makes mine. I don't know if that's going to taint anything at this point, but
it's one that I honestly need to rewatch because I don't think I've seen it in a really, really long time. Probably closer to when it was released in 2009 or whatever year that came out. But it's definitely a just phenomenal film, well put together.
Yeah.
Like in the story, whether it's true or not, is a great story for a film. You know, it's
You're
just
right.
unfortunate for how it's unraveled now in the media and all the legal stuff that's happening. It's sad when stuff like that happens, especially so far out from when it was released.
Right?
Like, why did it take until
I
now for this to come out? But
good movie. So
Sandy, we love you.
Yeah, we do. I do love her so much.
She's the best. She's great.
Such a boss.
She's funny. She's a great dramatic actress.
She's just like a genuine down home gal. She seems like.
Yeah, and she's
like a
tough
superstar.
Year.
Yeah, I know.
Like, she lost her longtime partner, and like
so sad.
Just a lot of stuff. But great movie.
Yep,
love it.
It's one of your next ones.
Oh man, what about White Men Can't Jump?
You know, I didn't put it on my list, but it's a valid movie to talk about.
Yeah. They just did a remake of it, but the original, obviously, Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, which, I mean, I'm a big fan of Woody Harrelson.
He's great. I think he's funny.
And this movie, I is another one that I think I've only seen once.
Oh. I mean, it's an old one, so that makes sense.
It is an older one. But I do remember enjoying it when I watched it.
Yeah.
And I was super intrigued when they were like, we're remaking this. I was like, this is the most random movie to like remake. It's a classic.
Did you see the remake?
I haven't. Jack Harlow's in it.
I haven't watched it.
Which he's a rapper, and I saw his performance on Saturday Night Live, and that kind of was like, I don't think I want to watch the remake of White Men Can't Jump.
Gave you a real shot, didn't he?
But yeah, I mean, it is a classic, and I feel like I see a lot of people talking about this movie, and like they love it. I feel like it's one that you either love or you've never seen and don't care. You know?
I'd watch it. I don't go for it.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again. I've probably seen it 10 times, maybe.
Oh, wow. You're upping me by 9. So
I'm also 20 years older than you almost, so
yeah.
A couple more years on you. So when I want a classical movie, sometimes.
Hey, I love the feel of watching a classical movie.
I do too.
You know?
I'll be like, I'm just in the mood for a good old movie.
Yeah.
That usually means 70s, 80s, 90s.
But it's just like a different feeling, which is, that's an interesting little side note, but it's just like a different feeling when you're watching a movie from a different,
I love it.
Like,
the sets, I look at everything. Anyways.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right.
White Men Can't Jump.
Didn't make my list, but I support it. What about Tin Cup?
Never seen it.
What?
What's it about?
Back it up. Kevin Costner.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, who's the lady? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking on her name.
Have you seen it?
Yes. That's enough out of you. Oh man, I gotta look it up. I feel bad. She's great in it.
Tin Cup. What's
yeah,
it about?
he used to be a professional golfer.
Oh. A golf movie.
Yeah. It's got a great little love story, and Cheech is in it.
Cheech and Chong? Cheech?
Not both of them, just one of them.
Oh, gosh. Was he high?
Cheech is in it, yep. Don Johnson's in it. Renee Russo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like her a lot. Just couldn't remember your name, Renee. I apologize.
Golf movies always feel super heavy. Is this one
really?
super heavy?
No, he's a golf pro, and he just had a bad attitude. And then he is instructing her at a golf course in like New Mexico or something. So the music's great. It's like just fun. Like Cheech makes it really hilarious.
Oh, I love that.
He's like his little sidekick. Then he goes for the PGA Tour against Don Johnson, and yeah, it's a good movie, and it's got a love story. I like a love story in a sports movie.
I mean, I hate a golf pro with a bad attitude.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't? But you kind of love to. You love him, though. I love him.
I mean, it's Kevin Costner, so
he's in a lot of sports movies.
He really is, because he's in the next one that I have on my list.
I have a couple too. Yep. I'm like, whoa, Kevin's in a lot,
and he kind of goes all over.
He's
golf. Baseball?
Yeah.
Lots of baseball, I feel like.
He is. I wonder what his, movies. Like, kind of like Sly with boxing. He's got a thing with baseball.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, I love Kevin, too. He's great.
He's such a good actor. And, I mean, instantly I think of Field of Dreams.
Yes.
It's just, if you build it, they will come. And it's just such a good movie.
He just believes.
Yeah.
He believes.
Yeah.
Like, even though he gets questioned.
Building a baseball field in your backyard,
when he sees his dad come back. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one honestly makes me tear up quite a bit.
And people are like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
His son believes in him.
Yep.
And his wife supports, but has valid questioning.
I mean,
at a point, but great movie. He does so great in that.
Yeah, that's, I mean, probably I saw that one when I was younger, and
that makes sense.
It's a Disney movie. It's got the Disney vibe, dreams and hope, and the perfect mix of like you're gonna cry, but you're also gonna feel uplifted.
Family.
Yep.
All the
values.
I love it.
Disney staples.
I love it.
But Field of Dreams. I mean, great quotes in that movie, and it's one of those baseball movies that people love.
I think so too, and he's in Bull Durham, which didn't make my list, but a good movie.
Yep.
Another baseball one.
Yep.
And then For the Love of the Game.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is one that I really like.
Gosh, she's in 3 baseball
movies. I know.
Movies.
And Kelly Preston, I like her a lot. I miss her. Rest in peace, Kelly. Ugh. Just he plays a baseball player that's at the end of his game essentially and has to make a choice, but he loves baseball.
Yeah.
Just love the game. I just think that's so cool.
And apparently that's just Kevin.
John C. Reilly's in this one.
Oh. What year did this come out?
This
is one that I've seen maybe once or twice, but this is a classic for sure. I feel like this is a movie where you can say the name and people know what you're talking about,
I don't know. It says 2000 Universal, but that seems like, but I guess that's 23 years ago.
Yeah.
What the hell did I just say out loud?
What's happening?
That's when I graduated. It's a good love story again.
Yep.
And I'll watch anything for
a love story.
Yeah. Like if you have that side, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I love it.
I
mean, that's just for the love of the game. Am I right?
The love of the game.
Yeah, lots of Kevin Costner and great sports movies.
Yep.
And he's just a phenomenal actor. Not going to be on Yellowstone anymore.
That's one that I'm not going to watch anymore.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I'm just spilling my...
Oh my god. What else? Yeah. What else do you got in that drink?
Turpentine.
What's your next movie?
One that I think I've only seen once, honestly, but it's more of a recent one. But it's got Steve Carell, Channing Tatum, and Mark Ruffalo. It's called Foxcatcher.
I never watched it.
Oh, and I was so standoffish before I watched it. Tons of Oscar buzz, super Oscar bait movie. But Steve Carell plays a super dramatic role, like kind of a
weird,
creepy,
odd,
weird role.
He's just not that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he basically like tries to get these two like wrestlers or whatever signed under him or something, and I've only seen it once. I think they won some Oscars for it. But it was, there was so much said about it when the movie came out. Because, I mean, one, you got Steve Carell playing a dramatic role. He kills it.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my God, Steve Carell can do dramatic roles? Like, wow. And which is such a funny thing when I've spoken about it on a way earlier episode, but like just seeing comedic actors step into a dramatic role like that is so cool because it just feels like they're getting recognition that they don't typically get,
Valid.
But yeah,
worth a watch.
Yeah, I would say it's worth probably a one-time sort of watch. I don't know if I would go out of my way tons of times to see it. Channing Tatum's great in it. Great cast. I mean, I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
Love Steve Carell and Channing. So yeah, worth a one-time watch, if not more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, maybe give it a try. This is not like my favorite, but it's worth mention. League of Their Own.
Oh yes. Yep.
It's got some heavy hitting actors in it.
Yeah.
We have Tom Hanks as the drunk coach. We have Madonna. We have Gina Davis.
Oh God, yeah, Madonna. What's she doing over there? Acting.
Yeah, she was in a lot of movies back in like the 80s, 90s. Yes, and Desperately Seeking Susan. And
oh my God,
we should do movies where singers,
yeah, because there's a lot. I like it,
and I love Madonna. She's actually pretty funny in that movie. Not saying she's not funny in real life, but I know her as a singer, so it's kind of cool to see that side of her.
Yeah, that's the one with "There's no crying in baseball," right?
Yeah,
it's a great line.
It is such a great line. Tom Hanks, I mean, that's got to be one of his
most famous lines.
First movies, too?
Yeah, it's got to be earlier in his career for sure. Because I honestly don't know what his first movie was, which
I don't
is so
either,
bad. I love Tom Hanks, but...
You do, old son.
No, and I feel like once you put Tom Hanks in a movie, you're... Like, you have a 50% higher chance of having a hit on your hands, He's just one of those talents where...
Right.
He can do pretty much anything, and it's great. But yeah, I mean, I hear there's no crying in baseball, and I think of Tom Hanks, and it's one of the first things I hear, honestly, even though it's not one of my top fave movies from him.
No, I know, right? Rosie O'Donnell's in this. I forgot
God.
Rosie was in it. Tia Leone, John Lovitz, Bill Pullman. Oh, I didn't realize some of these people were in it. I haven't seen it for a while, but worth a
watch.
You think about back in those times when it was happening, and
what time frame does that take place in?
It was after or during World War II.
Yeah,
I can look it up, I guess. Here,
I can picture their costumes because they're just like old school.
Young men were depleted during the World War II.
Okay,
so they were doing all female leagues in the Midwest.
It's such a good story, honestly, to like just an interesting topic to have a movie revolve around. It really is.
Penny Marshall directed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Penny. So good.
I love Penny. Anyways, I should give that one a rewatch.
Yeah, I would rewatch that.
Yeah.
Another one on my list is Rookie of the Year.
Love Rookie of the Year.
Honestly, one of my favorite movies growing up. I was obsessed with this movie because, I mean, the kid breaks his arm and then he's just
so great
pitching in the major leagues. Like,
yes,
it's so good. I think we've got it probably behind you somewhere.
Is he the guy?
I think so.
The guy in it, right?
Yeah.
And his mom and him.
But just so good. And I haven't seen it in so long, and that annoys me, honestly. I need to see it.
Angels in the Outfield. I didn't think of that one.
I
forgot about that guy.
It's a great one. Yeah. But he starts pitching, breaks his arm, and it's like elastic afterwards.
Yeah.
And I just loved that movie growing up. I had it on VHS and I would watch it, and yeah, I probably still own my original copy, honestly, on VHS.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. The kid is great in it. Is he in anything else?
I don't know.
I gotta look him up because, I mean, he does a great job. He's obviously younger and gives a great performance. Thomas Ian Nicholas is his name.
I wouldn't be able to.
No, not in a lot. But yeah, Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
Yeah, not
God,
Nick Nolte.
Why do I get those guys mixed up sometimes?
I don't know.
I'm very sorry.
Oh no.
What?
But yeah, great movie. Daniel Stern is in it.
Oh yeah.
He gets locked in between the doors or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, he's funny in that. That's a great movie. I like those movies because they bring me back to my childhood.
Yeah.
Because that's what I watched. So that's what I have. Like Little Giants.
Oh, that's a great one.
The Big Green.
Oh, I do love The Big Green.
And I watch them now with my niece, and I'm like, what the hell?
What's happening?
But, and also I'm like, man, you got to appreciate it for its time and for when I watched it when I was that age, because, like, Everett loves them.
Yeah.
Which
it's great to see that, because, like, you loved it growing up.
Yeah.
I loved it growing up, and now your niece loves it growing. Like, it's 3 different generations of people that just, like, love these movies. That just shows you how timeless they are. And The Big Green, that's one that I used to rent at the movie store.
Oh my God, I love it.
Almost every week. Like, I loved that movie.
I love it.
Because I wanted to be good at soccer, and I just wanted to be a soccer all-star, and I loved that movie growing up.
I did too. And it's fun to watch them, to rewatch them. Like, I have a reason to, like, rewatch all these good old movies.
100%. And the kid in there, the goalie who's on the cover, he's in Sandlot.
That's another one on my list. That's just that would probably top my list of sports movies back in that era. It would be that or Mighty Ducks for me, but
that's a classic.
Such a classic.
That can't, I hope no one ever touches that. Leave it alone.
Didn't they make a Sandlot too?
Yeah, they did make a sequel.
I've never seen it.
But I never watched it.
Yeah,
just like the rest of the world, I think.
But Sandlot is so good. You're killing me, Smalls.
Yep.
Right? Like,
there's a couple of great, like, lines in that just became just sayings. And what's her
name? Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah.
The lifeguard.
Yep.
And
mouth to mouth.
Oh my gosh. Just classic old getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great movie.
Yeah.
God, I love those.
That one is a great one. And it makes me cry at the end.
I mean, how do you not?
Because he meets the neighbor who the dog is, and just a really cool all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Big Bambino? Yeah. And gives him a ball sign.
Yeah.
Like, that's so freaking cool.
So good. God, and there is a really good quote in that movie. I can't remember it, but where he sees what's his name? And he's like, "Kid, I can't remember the quote. Whatever."
Well, no, you can't whatever. We can't whatever this. Who are you talking about?
Give me a second. I got this.
You do?
He's talking to Babe Ruth. Yeah, and Babe Ruth says, my pocket.
Jesus.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong.
So good.
So good.
So good.
I love it.
Cool.
Is it your turn?
Yeah. One of the ones that I really like is Love and Basketball.
Oh, never seen it.
What? Rewind.
I know, and I've talked about it with someone before, and I go, no, I've never seen that.
Oh my god!
And it's honestly been on my list, my to watch list for a minute now, and I haven't gotten to it yet.
If it's on TV, it's one that I'm stopping to watch.
Really?
Yes. No matter what. Yeah, always love the music, love the story. They're next door neighbors. They both love ball, and they're both trying to live out their dreams. And ball becomes. It kind of gets between them.
Oh no.
And you're like, no, and then he meets somebody else. She meet somebody else, but then, all's fair at, what is it? All's fair in love and basketball. I think that's what they say at the end, and they like, I'll play you for it. Like our relationship essentially.
What?
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Oh my god.
The music is, I actually should have put this on the soundtrack because there's great music in this movie. Yeah.
That's funny. I have heard, and it wasn't that long ago that someone was like, "You've never seen this?" And I'm like,
I really can't believe this one.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint. Film major
Omar
out.
Epps, he's pretty too. I like Omar.
Oh, jeez.
I know. Such a good movie. I do recommend it for anyone who hasn't watched it.
I love it. Another movie on my list is Karate Kid.
Oh yeah, Karate Kid.
I mean,
for sure.
it's kind of a different sport, but it's karate. Yeah. And you can't go wrong, unless you're Jaden Smith trying to remake a classic.
Ooh, I mean,
and Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I don't think you should have touched Karate Kid.
No, but then they did Cobra Kai, and everybody loves that.
Right. I still haven't gone down the Cobra Kai.
I haven't either, and I have been told so many times. My roommate in college was like, "What are you doing? You need to watch it." And it's still on my to-watch list. It's one of those ones that I have to be like...
how many seasons are they on with Cobra Kai?
Oh my god, I don't know. It's got to be like 5 by now, I feel like. But I hear it's really good. But, I mean, the original movies, the first one is the best.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Another underdog story. You got Mr. Miyagi teaching him how to wax on, wax off. It's a classic, and that came out in the 80s, right?
Yes.
It's got that like
great music too.
Great music, great 80s feel. It's it's a classic, hands down. Love
it really
Karate
is.
Kid.
Like I like the opening scenes. I like the apartments that they live in because you're seeing all the nostalgia in them.
It's so good.
It is such a good movie. I have to admit, one of the first times that, well, it's been not like recently, but embarrassingly too long that I finally realized like what he was learning to do.
The wax on part? He's wiping.
All the things, like the fence.
Oh no.
Yes, I know.
Oh no.
I am admitting this.
They did not do that whole montage just for you to disrespect the karate training.
Not disrespecting, I just was very naive, and it's kind of like the Pretty Woman thing that I had an issue with.
When I was a kid, I wasn't probably picking up on that either. I'm just like, oh, what's he doing?
Part of the movie, I would have to go back in my memory bank, but very embarrassing. But I said it out loud, so I'm holding myself accountable.
Yeah, hey, that's good.
Right?
That's all you got to do
That's
in
what
life.
I think. I had Draft Day. Have you ever seen Draft Day? I forgot that's another Kevin Costner movie. Football.
Yep.
Jennifer Garner's in it. Love that movie.
It's a good one. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of those two. I love both of them.
I do too. And sometimes I just will watch it because of the people. And I've actually rewatched that one a plethora of times.
Really?
Yeah. Weird, right?
It is weird because I have not.
I do. It's so weird. Like if it was on right now, I'd be like, I'd gander.
Interesting.
I'd take a gander down the Draft Day path.
This is so
again.
weird. The sports movies that you're like, anytime it's on, I'd watch it.
Goodness. Does Ford versus Ferrari fall under this as a sports movie?
I honestly almost put it on my list just because, racing's a sport,
or is that like a whole separate topic?
I don't know because I almost did Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I would count it as a sports movie.
Yeah.
Sports cars,
Here's the deal. I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Really liked it. But people freaking love
it.
This movie. Tell us why you love it so much.
Yeah. What about Ford versus Ferrari just gets you going? Because apparently
literally.
It is like
it's huge. Any clips that we have ever posted in our time just go crazy.
Yeah.
They literally go viral.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
But, Matt Damon, Christian Bale.
Great cast.
Yeah.
Is it the story? Is it the cast? What is it? The cars?
Let us know.
What is it?
Because I don't know.
Very interested in this.
Yeah. Big racing demo out there in the world.
I have a couple more. Do you have any more? What do you got?
I've got a lot of small side ones, kind of like bench warmers. It's more of a comedic sports movie. love the cast. Really, that's the only reason why I enjoy that movie. Got King Richard, which is a
I
newer
need to
one.
watch that.
Oh,
I haven't seen it. I heard it's great.
Really enjoyed it. It's about Serena and Venus Williams and their dad.
Yep.
And Will Smith won an Oscar for it. Controversial.
Was that during
Oscar.
Was that the slap one?
It's the slap.
Oh no.
But he gave an amazing performance.
Yes, I've heard. Obviously, it was Oscar.
Yeah.
Winning.
And unfortunately, it was overshadowed by the slap of Chris Rock.
Sad.
But no, I really honestly enjoyed that movie, and I went into it being like, I want to see this really bad, but I hope the best parts aren't all that's in the trailer, and I honestly didn't feel that way while watching it. So
I need to watch that.
Yeah, I would give that one a watch for sure.
Will. I forget about that one actually. So
yeah. What else you got?
We Are Marshall.
Never seen it.
Oh. If this was a wall, I'd be banging my head into it.
I told you. I don't know what it is about the sports. I don't know.
It's like this one and Remember the Titans, right?
That's a good one.
Like these two are, I just can't. We Are Marshall has Matthew McConaughey in it, so obvious. If anything ever has Matthew in it, I will watch it.
There's the
Doesn't even matter what's it about. What's it about? What it is about. Look at he gets me all tongue tied.
Oh no.
Sorry, Camilla, you're beautiful. Like this is a heavy movie. It starts and it's
I've never even heard of this.
What? It's involving a plane crash where like the whole team perishes.
Dies?
And Matthew comes back to like rebuild the program, and they're all like sad. Wait, this film is based on a true and tragic story.
God.
The Marshall University football team. Oh, it just makes me so sad. Killed all 75 people. Yes, it's a heavy movie, but I love it. You're going through the grieving part of the community. And seeing what happens as a new coach coming in.
Did they
and
hate him as the new coach?
I don't recall them hating him. They just hate football.
Yeah.
Again. Or not again, but like they hate it because of what happened.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of grief.
I gotta watch that. That sounds like something I would actually like.
It's a great movie.
I'll add that to my to watch.
Very sad story, but great movie.
I love it.
And I love Matthew.
I mean, can't go wrong with Matthew.
So, and then you got Remember the Titans.
Great
Denzel,
movie.
Come on. Right. Anything with Denzel, I'll take a gander.
I mean, he is easily one of the top 10 actors of his generation.
I love him. And he started acting at what age? Like in his 40s? Like I think my age.
Yeah. I mean.
And I thought he would be an actor his whole life.
And he's one of the people that people are just like, oh my God. Like if Denzel gives you a compliment, it's like, Denzel Washington just gave me a compliment. Like I can die, Denzel. Like he's just a stud. He's a phenomenal actor, and I feel like Hollywood just loves him.
So Remember the Titans is essentially about the integration of blacks and whites.
Yeah,
and I mean heavy topic, and he just does a great job.
Yeah,
and how he brings the team together, like camaraderie, like. We're all human beings. You treat each other equally. I love it.
He's very good with movie like storylines of like that. That heavy stuff, but he just holds himself in such a great way that like he can play these characters and cover these topics in these roles that
he does.
Just feels effortless when he does it. It's like, holy crap, Denzel, where'd you come from?
I love Denzel. Okay, so there's a couple more that I had on my list.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings.
Oh, that is a great one.
The Jamaican
the bobsled team. I love it.
Such a great. I think I actually did a book report.
No.
On Cool Runnings.
Oh my God.
We had to take like a movie, and I don't know why that sticks out in my head actually, but as soon as I said it, I'm like, wait, I remember writing about this.
What's he say? You badass Mother trucker or something.
I can't remember.
What's he say when they're talking in the mirror?
Oh, yeah. He's like motivating himself. Yeah. Yes.
I love it.
Just a lighthearted, again, underdog.
Yep.
And it's just really cool. And they come from a place where that's never happened for them. Yeah. And it's just really neat.
That is a great movie.
It is a great movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
That's Disney as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Disney has a lot of great that we're missing, sports movies like track and running movies like that.
Yes, John Candy. So good.
There was a lot. Yeah, he was their coach.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a great movie. And then I have to bring this up because we don't just talk about movies and shows, would be Ted Lasso.
Oh, that was on my list, and I wasn't sure if we were going to go there. But
I feel like we kind of have to when we're talking about these.
Again, I love an underdog story, and this is the best one I've seen in years.
Yeah, I don't think I could come up with another actual show.
No. This is my favorite show in the last probably decade.
It's so good.
It's literally like...
Ending, cried.
And you finally finished it.
Nate the Great. You're great again, Nate. I support you,
okay.
Nate. I support you. I loved every part of that show.
I just can't.
So
I could rewatch it and never get tired of it. Every time I've watched it, it feels like the first time.
Yes.
Like, I love it.
I know. So good. Be a goldfish.
Ted.
So many
Oh my gosh. You do what you like. Live!
God.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live!
It's live!
Just so many so many funny, like witty, inspirational, motivational, all the things.
What do you think? Will it or should it come back for a spin-off or continue without Jason Sudeikis?
This is one I would potentially watch because of how they chose to end it.
Yeah.
Because I do like Roy, and I think that he was a good next pick, and I like Rebecca and her potential new love interest.
Of course, yeah.
And
I mean, Coach Beard, he's the good comedic element.
He's hilarious, and I do like Nate again, so I'm on board.
Yeah. It's just, I'm so torn of, if I want it to continue or not. Like, Jamie Tartt's character is great as well, but it sounds like he wouldn't come back.
Oh, okay.
He sounds like he likes how it ended and stuff, but I don't know. There's just certain things, like, without Jason Sudeikis, will I love it as much? Like, he was Ted Lasso, even though the whole...
Yeah, what would they do about the title?
At the end, and that's like what they were hinting at, I think, in that final scene.
When they changed the book.
Yeah, when he says, try changing the name or whatever. So I think that was their hint at, like, this story's not done yet.
No, we'll see.
But Ted's done, which is just so sad because I just love his character so much.
That makes sense, too.
I really like Jason Sudeikis in this, and I don't know. It'll be interesting, but...
I didn't think Jason has. I've liked him, but I haven't loved him. I love him from this role.
So good.
Yeah.
And it all started as a little bit on like TV for I think it was for the World Series or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or whatever.
That's cool.
FIFA World Cup.
Very cool. I just had to bring it up because
so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Anyways.
Everybody should watch that. There's a lot that the world can learn from Ted Lasso.
1,000%. We all need more Teds in our life.
Yeah.
We all need to be a Ted.
I love it.
Right? I mean, I'm cool with being a Ted.
Be a Ted. Be a goldfish.
Be a goldfish. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all that I had on my list.
Yeah. I'm sure there are more.
Yes.
Tell
us what we should watch that we missed. Like, this guy and soon we are Marshall. I haven't seen Foxcatcher,
I mean
that
one is whatever if you haven't seen it.
Shit.
But yeah, I love it.
Cool.
I love it.
Well,
cool.
What do we want to talk about?
Should we do
we want to do a trivia or streaming?
What am I streaming right now?
Well, this will be yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Should we do a trivia then?
Yeah, let's do a trivia.
Okay. Let's do this one. This is a good one.
Is it?
Maybe. Pull from the middle.
Yeah, please.
It's that for
Get
you.
that repeat crap.
Oh my goodness. Oh. I wonder if you'll know this. I don't think I would get this, honestly. Like, reading it, I'm like, oh, that, yeah.
So he's saying I won't.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Who played Bandit in the original Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh my god. Burt Reynolds?
Yeah. See, I could see him in the cover.
Old here.
But,
I feel like we've done a lot of these.
oh, what is this? I don't know this. What is the name of the 1976 movie that saw Peter Finch and Faye Dunaway and win Oscars for their performances?
Say it again.
What is the name of the 1976 movie that saw Peter Finch and Faye Dunaway win Oscars for their performances?
Oof, I don't know.
Network?
No, never seen it. I've never even heard of it.
They also forgot a space there in this card.
Well, it's a fun fact about me. I love finding typos and grammatical errors and pointing them out to anybody. Doesn't matter to me. Well, everyone I was reading, I'm like, we've done.
Oh my god, in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears. What type of musician was the main character Joe, voiced by Jamie Foxx in the 2020 Disney movie Soul?
Pianist.
Jazz. Pianist.
Oh. Wow. Have you seen Soul?
I have, and it... I can't watch it.
No?
No.
Because
it makes me so sad.
Yeah, it's so heavy. I remember watching it in college when it came out, and we were like, oh my god. Like, this is like...
We're watching it with my, would have been...
He like dies.
6-year-old niece, and I'm like, hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
How am I going to explain this one?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Night-night.
Well, he's now... in the middle world, or trying to...
Yeah.
Heavy.
Heavy, but good.
Very good. Disney's great at bringing the heavy.
Frickin' Pixar.
Frickin' A. What movie marked Quentin Tarantino's directorial debut?
Oh my god. His first one, is it Kill Bill?
No.
Oh, is it Pulp Fiction?
No.
What is it?
Reservoir Dogs?
Oh, god dang it.
I'm not a huge Quentin Tarantino fan.
He's definitely like one of those directors that like, don't come for me because I know he's got like a very...
I appreciate what he does.
Yes, he's very talented. I think he's a little, what's a word for like hoity-toity? Like,
oh, I don't know. Arrogant?
Maybe a little bit. He's like, I'm done after my 12th movie or 13th movie or whatever. Like, he's got one movie left and then he's done directing.
Oh, really?
Like, he's just done. So,
okay.
People are waiting
good for him.
his,
set a goal.
his
Meet
final
it.
movie. But I'm like, okay. Bye, I guess.
Pulp Fiction I've watched. I appreciate Pulp.
Yeah. That's, great movies. Some of them are super long.
Okay.
Super dry, but that's just Quentin. Lots of feet. He's got like a foot fetish.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Quentin.
See some of my other ones. I got feet showing.
Cast.
Like I said, I appreciate him for what he's brilliant in his own right.
100%.
We all just have our own tastes, and that is not one of mine.
It's not 100% mine. Some of them, pretty good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I enjoyed. Very long, but I enjoyed.
It was okay for me.
Yeah.
But again, I appreciate like the sets and the
100%.
the look of it. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah. Well,
cool.
shoot.
Well, that's all we have today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but be sure to tune in and check out our next episode. Follow us on all social media.
Always.
At Dakbuster. Oh.
Yikes.
At Dakbuster, you can find us. We're pretty much everywhere. So just look us up, follow us, hit like on some videos.
Tell us what, give us a comment. We love comments.
Yeah, we love hearing what you have to say.
Yeah,
unless
it's so
you're mean.
fun. Huh?
Unless you're mean.
Or you're a stalker.
Yeah.
We don't like those around here. We don't like those around here. Anyways.
But that is all we got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. And as always,
be kind
and rewind.
Go to bed with Johnny.
Dakbuster.
Malibu Nights. Will you talk dirty to me?
Different unique takes on movies and TV shows.
A word, because every episode is a drinking game built in.
Always.
Is this the it puts the lotion on?
Also in the news, we've got it's not a juicy bear. That is someone's burger.
The Red Bull enhances the drunkenness.
Huh?